Well, hello there, Blood Bowl fans. We're going to take a look at the AB English Mixed League Season 2. This time we have a combination of returning teams from the First League and some new teams that have joined this season as well, with a total of 12 teams split into two divisions based on their survivability from last season, or based on the fact they are a brand new team. And I'm going to start with the new teams because there's probably the most likely... Okay, Twitch is playing an advert for me, fantastic. They're the most likely teams to get through quickly, and I've given myself a very short time to actually do this, so let's take a look. I'm not going to focus too much on the schedule this week. I'm just going to have a look at the teams as they stand, and I'll have a look at my team last, though we can tell from the TV that at least one game has already been played. But my team is actually a returning team in this new mixed division because we had 7 returning teams and 5 new teams, so I took the team that was the least experienced and with the lowest TV and kept them in Division 1. Happened to be my team. So, starting with Evil Alive, who is a return coach, because he was here in the first season, but he's brought a new team in, and he's gone for... what are they called again? I actually read it before I clicked on it. Violence Together, that's what they're called, yes. So he's gone for a Violence Together team, and we can see it's a combination of lizards and orcs, also with a goblin or two actually. Well, this team is interesting, I like it. Right, let's have a look then. 1000 TV, cracking jaws up, and the tagline, motto, whatever you want to say, let's have some fun. Sounds good to me. Taking a look at the team as it stands then, we've got a 13-man roster, and they haven't played their game yet because there's no SPP at all. He's actually gone for 2 of the weapons, which is quite interesting. He's taken a Fanatic and a Loony, which makes for some very interesting opening rounds, actually. He's actually taken enough pieces to even replace them when they're gone. I like this build, I must admit. So we've actually taken Big Guy. We've taken Croxigor, led by Rowan Atkinson. Mr. Beam the Croxigor. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. And we've gone for actors and famous people in general, actually. Not all actors. Comedians. We've gone for comedians. Okay, that makes sense. So, Charles Chaplin and Benny Hill, of course, why wouldn't they be, are the 2 Fanatics. The 2 Blitzers are Laurel and Hardy. I like that a lot. John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd, they're actors, not comedians, are the 2 Saurus. And then we've got a lot of linemen. And Graham Chapman, the wide-eyed, bushy-tailed skink. Skink with bushy tail sounds like an oxymoron, but still. So, there's them. No Apothecary, but he has managed to get 2 rerolls out of this. This is actually really good value for the 1000 TV, I think, so props to Evil Alive here. I really like this team proposition. Just 1 second, sorry. That may have been a worse sound than the sound I made, but needed to cover the microphone for a minute. Next we have a new coach to the league, the coach Lydius. I'm going to stick with Lydius for now. He can correct me if he wants to at any stage, of course, but he's new to me, so I don't know. And gone for the Chaotic Pact, I think they're called. Chaos God Selection, not the Chaotic Pact, the other one. Yes, Chaos God Selection. So, we got 2 Noble Warriors and 2 Chaos Warriors, it looks like. Pesty, 2 Beastmen, and Rotters. This doesn't look like it's going to have a lot of rerolls in that case. But they've managed 3. Impressive. They have had 1 game though, got to remember that. So they're actually a game in. We actually already have a Rotter with Dirty Player, that's nice. And the 2 Noble Warriors, one of which has actually gained some SPP, but no level yet. So the team is We Want Hugs, with the team motto Hugs, 3 team rerolls, and Apothecary, currently sitting at 1040 TV. And it looks like the names are mostly based on the faces that go with them. So, Lord Buckethead, sure. Maxwell is a bit weird, but I'll take it. Gateface Gary, yeah, I like it. Alright, the 2 Beastmen, Maul and Cirrus. Okay, so the Pestigores and Beastmen are based on Sips. Yeah, sure, I'll stick with that. And, okay, Bug-Eyed Barry. Yeah, makes perfect sense. There's a team as that one stands. One fan factor ready as well, of course, because they've played one game, and let's see if they've won it. Why not? It's going to be a bit of a spoiler for next week, but it was a draw. Okay then. Still picked up fan factor those. That's nice. Alright then we've got some Superior Being Ring, led by Grey. Ah, Evil Alive isn't the returning coach. Sorry, Grey is the returning coach. My mistake. Evil Alive is first time here, I think, and Grey was here last season, coming back with a new team. To be continued. Don't forget the duh. But yes, to be continued. So, 1000 TV, and we've got 2 team rerolls, no Apothecary yet. We've gone for quite positional heavy build actually. 2 rerolls. There's a high elf thrower, which is probably the best thrower out of the options. Definitely the best thrower, not probably. It's a bit of a strange first choice, but I'd go for it too. But I'm a passing coach, so who knows. High elf blitzer, sure thing, and 1 high elf lineman. There's a bull centaur, 3 Bretonian blockers, and then 4 Chaos Dwarf blockers as the LOS, I guess. Interesting to see if he adds a vampire later on, or indeed a Bretonian blitzer. Maybe would have considered a Bretonian blitzer instead of a high elf blitzer personally, but I don't mind this build. Don't mind it at all. It's just the Bretonian blitzer has slightly better starting skills, though not starting stats, so not against the high elf blitzer at all. Probably would have gone for a cheaper elf lineman though. Probably would have gone for... Oh, I'm not sure if they're an option in this actually. I think they are though. I think it's all flavours of elf, so maybe an anime reject lineman would be better just because he's cheaper and stats are very similar. Minus the armor value, of course. But I don't mind this team. Don't mind this team at all. And I'm not sure I can really glean any kind of theme out of this, so I'll just leave it for you guys to decide. And I will be checking the chat in just a little bit. Just going to go through the teams first. Sorry, I clicked too many times there. I should probably use the mouse instead of the touchpad, shouldn't I? Alright then, on to team number 4, led by Rehab, or Rehab 79 in game. And I should really check the team type before. So Far East Association and Far East Frothers, no motto, but there is a loony. Nice. These look like the team that played against Lydius, because they've also had a game, yes. We've got a minus armor value bull centaur already. And doesn't he look angry about it? Ooh. That's a really unlucky start actually. And 5 Chaos Dwarf blockers. It's basically a Chaos Dwarf team with 3 Skaven, sorry, and a loony. Not sure how I feel about that, but it's a pretty vanilla build. But I like the addition of the loony for fun. And I mean, gutter runners on a Chaos Dwarf team is pretty freaking scary, to be honest. Let's be honest about it. Both bulls. If we're going for the 4 gutter runner 2 bull build, these are going to be a troubling team actually. So not against this build at all actually when I think about it in more detail. 2 team rerolls already and the Apothecary. I guess the Apothecary was picked up after the first game, but it's difficult to say. But if we're replacing all of the hobgoblins with other pieces, even other goblins, that could be fun, then I'm all for that, to be honest. Looking forward to keeping an eye on this team as well, seeing how it develops. And lastly in this then we've got Andy's with a second Violence Together team. Lastly before my team, I mean. And, oh, he's gone for a hard-hitting team, yeah. 1000 TV, and still managed to pick up 3 team rerolls. Took a Noblar as number 11, because why not? And then we got all 6 Sauri. Yes, we do. All 6 Sauri. And 4 Blitzers, of course. I love this build. I would build something similar when building the Violence Together team, though maybe drop a reroll and take a slightly better little guy than Noblar. Otherwise, all for this. Like, even if we're taking one of the scary weapons, that's probably a better choice, but no. As far as the Valentine ever goes, definitely the 4-orc 6 lizard seems to be the way to build it. So, if you're playing seriously, of course. Which most people here don't, let's be honest. No Apo yet though, but I don't think he's going to need it on this team. Just for the Noblar, and we wouldn't use it for him. Problem with Noblar is you can't throw him, but he is basically just a free bribe, because you can just foul him and then he's gone, no problem. So don't mind that at all. And lastly then, my Stumblers 2.0. I haven't actually looked at them in a little while, so I don't remember how this team looks. I don't think there's a lot of development here though. But we've got Shuffle Shuffle as our team motto, of course, because we are Stumblers, and I'm not going to add any more positionals to the team. The team is full, as far as I'm concerned. The only thing added will be zombies. They are, of course, an Afterlife United team. And we have actually picked up a level on the... Oh, we've picked up 3 levels actually. We haven't done too badly, but still. So, we've got Undead Mummy, who's actually very close to leveling. He just needs to break 1 more bone, preferably on the other team. Shudder's leveled and taken Mighty Blow. The Furra is a rookie still. The Blitzra is a complete rookie still. Then we've got 2 block skeletons, and there's a skeleton zombie at the bottom, and 4 zombies that stand as they do. Rot is always the guy who stands against the big guy and takes a hit, so and look how happy he is about it, licking his throat, as you do. Okay, my apologies to everybody who was watching live, and of course everybody who is watching this on YouTube, especially for this very jarring cut. But my computer, in all its glory, decided it was the best time to do a Windows update. So yeah, at least it had the good sense to cut me exactly halfway through, as opposed to at the beginning. Or don't you do this, computer? There we go. Okay. Or at some kind of important moment, it actually cut me at the end of the first division. So I'm just keeping the Nix logo up for a second when I get back into game, but I want to make the transition as smooth as possible, if I possibly could. I don't know what I was saying in the last sentence, so this is of course going to be a very jarring cut. It's going to be like I start all over again. So, hello and welcome to part 2 of this completely planned 2-part video. Yeah, that's what this is. Alright, Bob is sat down, so let's get back into the game. Nope, wrong one. And let's get this image off so you can actually see the colours. Righto. So, I've got even less time to do this now, so I'm going to do this bit quickly. Really quickly, actually. So, there are 6 teams, of course, in the returning mixed as well, the other 6 returning teams, and we'll do them in no particular order, but just have a look at what's here. So, Kislis on Norse, the Anti-Fur Society team led by D-Man. In Soviet Lustria, Frenzy Zons You. Nice little fun motto there, bringing everything together. And I guess I'm not going to check chat now, I'm sorry, because I'm not going to have time. So any comments that you have, can you please leave them in YouTube instead of in Twitch, because I'm not checking the log, and I of course can't check the earlier log. But here we go then. So, 2 Norse Berserkers, one of which has leveled up and got dodge, one is 2 away from leveling, so 1 injury will get them there. There's a lineman who is 1 SPP away as well, so D, he's now your passer. 2 team rerolls and Apothecary on this team too. There's an Amazon Blitzer with Stripple, another one with Tackle, and the last one has Mighty Blow. 2 of the 4 Sauri have also picked up Block, so all in all a very nicely developed Anti-Fur Society team, I think. Yeah, we'll stick with that. And then we move on to Dark Shadows. And his team, Halloween United. If AD and Doom stop killing us, we'll have one of everything. There we go then. That is true actually, quite a lot of his team were killed last season, so I'm surprised he brought them back, to be honest. But 2 team rerolls on this team and team value of 1,120. On the plus side, Dark, I'm not actually facing you. In the first half of this season, at least in the round robin stage, I'm not in the division, so neither is Doom, I think, because I think he had to drop out. But we have a Golem that's a complete rookie. Mummy that's picked up Guard, and a Tomb Guardian that is with 2 SPP. There's a Skeleton on the team that has nothing yet, and a Zombie on the team that has nothing yet. 2 whites, of course, one of which has 5 SPP, one of which has 1. An Undead Ghoul with no development. Quick question, can we add 6 ghouls to this team now? Does anybody know? Can anybody confirm or deny that thing? I kind of hope so, because in theory you should be able to have 6. Though I think they've still kept it at 4, or 2 even. And there's a wolf with Mighty Blow. That's a touchdown away from leveling, and the second wolf is a pass away from leveling, though I really doubt we're going to get any pass in this team. 2 rerolls for Halloween United. Oh, Doom is here, sorry Doom. So, Doom's Good People Gone Mad, the team led by Doom aka Orgoloth. Team value 1470. I think they're the current champions. Yeah, I think Doom... Am I right about that? I think Doom is the standing champion, actually, so that actually makes sense. And let's have a look at the team as it stands. There's a blocker with Strip Ball. There's a lineman with Fend. There are 4 Dwarf Longbeards. One of them has Guard. There's a War Dancer with Tackle, Mighty Blow, Shadowing. Interesting. And another War Dancer with Sure Hands Sidestep. There's a Blitzer with Tackle Dodge, and Troll Slayer, who's picked up Mighty Blow. Does he start with Mighty Blow? No, he doesn't actually, does he? He's picked up Mighty Blow and Tackle. Of course doesn't start with Mighty Blow. And there's also a Bretonian Blitzer, 2 rerolls and Apothecary on this team. To be honest, they're looking good for 2 seasons in a row at the moment, though especially considering that the playoff is going to be a mix of new and old teams. The playoff is going to be insane, actually. But that's how that stands. Then we go on to Undo and his Dark Country Outlanders. And I will make a quick drop by chat just to say, hey chat, and then I'll leave again. Okay, sorted. So, We Care, the Elfie team. What are they called? Elfic Grand... Elf Grand Union, that'll do. There's quite a lot of anime rejects on this team actually. 2 team rerolls and an Apothecary here. Still got 10 minutes, good. Right, so there's a Mighty Blow Movement Witch. That is of course Vodka. And the War Dancer, who is named after the War Dancer that originally killed Vodka, me, he's got plus strength, so we've got some nice stats on this elf team. There's an Elf Union thrower with Accurate. Kind of feel like he needs a Safe Pass skill up as well. There's only one actually. The Elven Union Blitzer has Sidestep, which he starts with actually. He's a rookie, sorry, he's a touchdown away from leveling. Dark Elf Assassin has picked up an SPP somewhere, but only the one. Maybe he's passed, it's certainly an option. The Wood Elf Catcher has managed to pick up Block. We've got 3 busted linemen, all 3 of them with minus armor value, which is kind of unlucky. Though, apart from the 1 high elf they are, and the 1 high elf is healthy, 2 high elves, sorry, Dark Elf and High Elf. The 3 Elf Union Blitzers, though, liners, bloody hell, the 3 Elven Union linemen have all taken a minus armor value. One of them has leveled up and got Wrestle. Jesus, I got that out. And team value 1280, if I didn't already say that. Then we got Rawn returning. He is away for this week, just to warn his opponent. He has made it publicly known, but just in case you're not aware, Rawn is actually absent for a week. He's on deployment. But the 80s rejects with the team motto, "Don't you want me, baby?" And I'm sure in the team there is someone called Whoa, but I'm not sure. 1230 TB. Unfortunately not, but they are all named after famous singers, famous musicians, songwriters, etc. from the 80s. Not rejected though, quite popular most of these. 2 team murals and an Apothecary. So we've got 2 Norse linemen, one of them is armor busted, one of them is 2 away from leveling. We got an Amazon line woman with Guard, that's a nice level up. Another Amazon line woman with Block, 3rd one that is on 0 SPP. 2 human blitzers, one of which has Mighty Blow. Human thrower, yeah, probably best choice of thrower, with what's it called? Strong Arm. It's a very strange level up, but no, I got nothing else. It's just a very strange level up. And then Amazon Catcher with Block Sidestep, and both big guys, excitingly, have got Block. Apart from the weird thrower, I really like this team actually. Ron is still quite new to the game. When I played him, he was definitely quite inexperienced, but I don't know if the first season has kind of been a trial by fire and he's become some kind of savant at this game. But I do like this team build for the most part actually. Not bad at all. And 2 team rerolls and Apothecary if I didn't mention that. Lastly in the returners we've got Ook. And hunting your balls and killing you in the process is the team motto. And Uber Ghastly Hunters. 11:30 TV, they were in the final as well. They were second place. I'm pretty sure they lost to Doom. I'm sticking with they lost to Doom. 1 cheerleader, I don't know why I said 1 cheerleader, but 1 cheerleader, 2 team rerolls, an Apothecary, 6 fan factor, and 1 coach assistant. 9 players though, so 2 loners for the first game, maybe a couple of games. 11:30 TV, 30k in the bank, so we're not replacing a piece anytime too soon. Witch Elf has 1 SPP. Pretty sure she's a replacement for a previously dead Witch Elf, but could be wrong about that. There's a Chaos Warrior with Block, which is nice. Dark Elf Blitzer has Blodge. Skaven Gutter Runner also has Blodge, but armor minus armor value. Tripping over my words for some reason, sorry about that. Second Gutter Runner with Wrestle Strip Ball. One of the Underworld Blitzers is a Blodge piece now, and the second one is on 5 SPP, so he's very close to leveling. There's only 1 Goblin on the team, and he has 2 SPP only, and the last piece is a Beastman that is 1 away from leveling. I mean, if Ook can keep his pieces alive, this team can develop quite well. The loners are such a big factor for him because, you know, you have the choice of basically, you could get a Goblin, you could get a Skaven, you could get a Dark Elf lineman, which would probably be best, or a Beastman, which is also quite nice. However, if both of your loners are Goblins, then it's a bit of a short straw, if you ask me personally. But there we go, that's it. I actually like Orgoloff, aka Doom, to have a back-to-back win, though we'll see how that progresses. I think D-Man is also an outside chance, though, as is Undo. I mean, any team can win, of course, but I think they are the 3 most likely. Of the new teams, who do I like? Let's have a quick look at them. There was a team I liked. Let's have them in front of me, it'll help, I think. Yeah, I liked Andy's Violence Together in terms of a serious build. And I do actually quite like the Chaos God selection. If they develop relatively quickly, then they can go quite far. And of course I love the Stumblers, but I don't think the Stumblers are going to make it anywhere fast. There's actually going to be an 8-man knockout, and I think I'm going to go 4 and 4 in the knockout, so 4 from new, 4 from returning. I guess that would be the way it works. But round 1 is already underway, so here we've got Steel Ball Run against Bunga Bunga Clan. Far East Frothers have already played We Want Hugs 1-1, and my Stumblers are taking on Cracking Jaws Up at some point, and Cracking Jaws Up is Evil Alive's Violence Together team, so that'll be fun. I'm not sure I've played Evil Alive yet. If I have, I apologise, but I don't think we've played. And first week's schedule for the returning: Halloween United against Uber Ghastly Hunters, Good People Gone Mad against Kisleson Norse, and Dark Country Outlanders against 80s Rejects. Right, I'm going to leave this video here before I lose the ability to talk completely, especially as I'm about to teach after this, and this is not boding well so far. So I am going to leave this with a host for the Richest Tea, even though there isn't much of a queue anymore, just to give you somebody else to watch and to host somebody that I respect as a streamer. Sorry once more for the cutout in the middle, both to you who are live and to you who are watching on YouTube, but I thank you nonetheless for being part of my audience. Bye bye for now.